What is up, Pisces? How are you guys doing? Let's go ahead and knock out your main monthly reading for October 2024. So I don't have any announcements to make, at least not for now. So let's just jump right into this. For those of you who would like a personal reading, all the information you need as far as how to go about doing that is down in the description of this video. All right, y'all, let's just jump on into this. No blabbing, no wasting time. Starting these off with the person from the past. The person Pisces dealt with in the past. It could have been a long-term relationship, just a fling, or it just could have been a crush that you had in the past that never really got up off the ground. Somebody you had some kind of past history with. Let's see. What's happening in October between Pisces and the person from the past? Uh-oh, straight out the gate, man. 10 of Cups reversed. So it doesn't look like it's getting to that point of happily ever after between the two of you. Don't look like it. Two more shuffles, two more. Ooh, the World card. You know what that means, right? Closure. King of Cups reversed. King of Wands. King of Wands and King of Cups both reversed. When you got kings reversed, you know what that means, right? The kings reversed are the manipulative game players. So this person, you know what I'm kind of thinking here? Yeah, I'm thinking that this person wants to come forward and see if they can play a game with you. And if the game doesn't work, then they're just going to disguise it as closure, right? So they'll probably show up in your inbox like, hey, you just got recommended to me on people I may know. Well, holy shit, I haven't thought about you in months. What have you been up to, you know? Total bullshit. And start poking you emotionally a little bit, you know, just to see how you respond emotionally, seeing if they can hook you and reel you back in. And if it doesn't sound like you're responding the way they want you to, then they're just going to go ahead and disguise it as closure. Oh, okay, well, I just wanted to get closure. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking communication is more than likely going to end up happening between the two of you. Got the Fool card, Page of Swords, King of Wands and Cups both reversed. Okay, I don't really think that you're extending or accepting an offer, though. Devil card. Come on now. Come on now. All right. Now let's dig up their true feelings and intentions at the deepest level. What are their deepest feelings and intentions? They don't even want to be in a relationship with anybody. Oops. I think they just want to stay single. Death card. See, they don't even want a relationship. They just basically want to see where they stand with you. They basically want to see how you feel about them, whether or not you're still in love with them, whether or not you miss them, whether or not you want to be with them. Whoops, wrong deck. But I don't think they're trying to be in a relationship with anybody at all. You know what this honestly kind of feels like? This feels to me like their love life has not been very successful since y'all parted ways. So most of the time, especially with men are horrible about this. I've seen women do it too, but men do it way, way, way more. But when somebody's love life or sex life grinds to a halt for a long, drawn out, extended period of time, what do they start doing? Where does their mind go? What do they start thinking? They start thinking about the past, don't they? They start saying, well, if I'm not able to bring anybody new into my life, I probably have a much better chance at connecting with somebody who's already given me a chance before, right? So that's kind of what this is feeling like a little bit, y'all. Let's see if we can get the outcome here. What's the outcome of this situation? How's this situation playing out? Boom, boom, boom. Closure. I think you're getting closure. Yeah. Death card, world card, closure. I think you ain't no dum-dum, and you can feel where this is going. Yep, the silence is being broken. You can kind of tell. I think you can tell that this person ain't coming back because they miss you. You can tell that they ain't making an appearance in your life because they want to be with you. You can kind of tell that it just kind of feels like their options have run out. So they're coming back to you because they couldn't replace you. They thought that it would be so easy to replace you, and it turned out that it wasn't. So that's why they're making their appearance back into your life. I think you know that. And you ain't playing that game. So it's looking to me like you're closing this shit out. Does that need advice? That don't look like it's in need of advice, but I guess we'll see. Does Pisces need any advice with the past person? Don't let it turn into drama. So, okay, hang on. So, if somebody wants to come back into your life and test to see if they still have power over you, what are they going to do? They're going to start poking you emotionally, right? And they'll start off very clandestine and subtle, right? Oh, by the way, I just thought about you yesterday because our song came on the radio. Why the fuck would you say that? Why would you say that? You ain't saying nothing like that for no fucking reason. You're testing to see what my reaction will be. All right? And then if you don't react to that, oh, okay, cool. Right on. And you don't give it a reaction, then the next one is going to be a little bit heavier. And they're going to keep poking and poking and poking. And if they don't get no kind of emotional reaction out of you, eventually they're going to try to trigger you. They're going to try to get a negative reaction out of you. And you can tell when somebody's doing this to you, man. You can tell. Don't let them gaslight you. Don't let them get one over on you. So when you can tell that somebody is deliberately poking you to try to get a specific reaction out of you, just go silent. Go silent. They know what the fuck they're doing. Go ghost. Ghost them. Poof. They know what they're doing. If you absolutely must communicate with this person, use it as an opportunity to get closure. If you don't, I promise you, not you might, not you could. You will experience a repeat cycle. The question is it worth it? That's the question. All right. All right. Enough of that. Let's see what's happening between you and the person that you're interested in. Single Pisces and the person that you're interested in. What's happening? What is happening? Boom, boom. What's happening? Oop, hang on. One shuffle. Oh, well, communication. So if you're not in communication, you will be. But I don't know if y'all are coming together. You're going back and forth between holding on to the hope and the faith that this is going to go somewhere and then just completely losing faith altogether. You're going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. I mean, this right here, Hierophant upright and the Star card reversed, that is the epitome of Pisces energy. You know how the Pisces symbol is two fish with their tails tied together, swimming in opposite directions? That's this right here. There's a part of you that's really holding on to the faith that this is going to go somewhere. There's another part of you that's completely losing the faith, feeling like you're wasting your time. So you don't know whether to stay or go. You're seriously thinking about walking away from this, but you're not. You're kind of trying to hang in there and just relax and see where this goes. King of Cups reversed, King of Swords upright. You can't tell. Some days you're convinced that this person has a lot of feelings for you. Other days you're like, well, they just don't give a fuck about me. You can't really tell. But when it all comes down to it, I see really good communication between the two of you. But no love offer being extended. And the Ten of Cups reversed as well. All right, well, let's see how they feel about you then. How does Pisces love interest feel about them? How do they feel about you? Don't tell me nothing. Well, I think the thought of being in a relationship with you kind of makes them a little bit nervous. They do have feelings for you, but for some reason they're nervous that you might be a codependent. I don't know why. I don't know if it's something that you said or did, or if they're just projecting based on their last relationship. It's not really telling me. It's not really telling me, but they're worried. They're not sure. You know, they don't know. They don't even really know whether or not they can trust you either. Again, why? I don't know. They could just be projecting based on their last relationship. A lot of people do that, especially if whatever happened to them in the past fucked them up real bad. They could just be projecting that onto everybody. But they're nervous that you might be a codependent. Basically, I think they may have been in a relationship with a codependent in the past, you know, so a codependent being somebody, basically, if I'm a codependent and I get with you, I put my emotions onto you as your responsibility, right? I have a lonely, broken, empty void that's in my heart, and it's your responsibility to fix that for me. I feel lonely, broken, and incomplete, and it's your job to fix that. Right? The way I feel is your responsibility. If you don't make me feel the way I want to feel, you're a bad person. You should make me feel the way I want to feel. You should know how I feel about this. You should know how I feel about that. You should be wanting to make me feel a certain way, right? That's, in a nutshell, your typical codependent. And I think they dealt with a codependent in the past. So they're probably just worried that they probably just look at everybody that way, you know? Unless maybe you said or did something that indicated that you may be a codependent. I don't know why they see you that way. It's not telling me. But they do have feelings for you. They do. They just scared. They're nervous. All right. Well, we got the outcome in the first spread. Let's get the advice. What's the advice for Pisces? Uh-oh, devil card. Two of Pentacles. Eight of Wands reversed. Uh-oh, there's that codependency card again. I'm not seeing a lot you can do here. Because you can't make somebody see you a certain way. You can't prove to somebody that you are or aren't a certain way. At the end of the day, people are going to see you the way they want to see you. You can't make anybody see you any type of way. So I have very little wiggle room here. The only thing that I can really say is make sure that your feelings and intentions are known. Make sure. Does this person know that you're interested in them? Does this person know that you want to be in a relationship with them? Make that known. If you make that known and they still keep you at an arm's distance, by the end of October, then walk away from this. But only once you are 150% sure that they know how you feel. They have to know that there's an opportunity available to them. Because if they know that there's an open door of opportunity and they choose to walk past it, ain't nothing else you can do. Let's see what's due to come in next. Let's see what's due to come in next. Who's the next person coming in for Pisces? So this is weird. This is kind of telling me that there is going to be a little bit of a waiting period before that person comes in. I'll see if I can find out why. Three of Wands. So there is going to be a little bit of a waiting period. Okay, the next person coming in isn't quite ready for this yet. Not quite. Okay. Well, you know what that means, right? That means that I'm really thinking that you and the next person that the universe is going to bring into your life, it's a long-term soul contract. Long-term. Long term. They're not quite ready for that yet. I rarely see this come through like this. But for those of you who have been kind of lingering in the limbo, single for a little bit, can't really connect with anybody that really sticks, there's a reason for that. Because the next person that's the universe is going to bring into your life, I think they're either wrapped up in another soul contract they're still working on, or they're healing. Or they're healing from a soul contract that just ended. But they're not quite a vibrational match to you yet. Not quite. And yes, that does matter. I promise you, you and this person could be standing next to each other in line at the store. They could say, hello, how you doing? How's your day been? Like, they could even try to start a conversation with you. The two of you wouldn't even link up. If you're not a vibrational match, you cannot connect with somebody and bring them into your life. That's not Rich Lopp's opinion. That is an immutable universal law. So they're not quite a frequency match to you just yet. But what's due to come in next is the real deal. Well, let's see if we can get a better idea of this person's energy, their frequency, their intentions. What's some of the first things you're going to notice when this person makes their way in? Boom! 10 of Cups again for the second time in a row. Lover's card. Man, look at that. There's not really going to be much of a question in your mind. I think the only thing I can really see you kind of pondering and contemplating is whether or not this is too good to be true. The only thing that I'm really thinking, other than that, we got the Four of Wands. We got the Lover's card. We got the 10 of Cups. That's your person that you gonna marry and stay with your whole goddamn life. There's not going to be, I can't say there will be no question in your mind, because like I said, I do see you sitting here contemplating, wait a minute, is this too good to be true? Don't get yourself all wrapped up. This too good to be true. Don't get your hopes up. Like I see you kind of going back and forth with the ego brain a little bit, but other than that, they're ready to settle down with their person. You're ready to settle down with your person. Deep down at the deepest level, you know they are your person. They know that you are their person. So that's very, very unspoken at the deepest level. See, this is the tricky thing. I know that, good God, if you go to the YouTube search bar and type in something to the effect of how will I know when I've met my person, you will thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of videos will come up of all these different people giving you their little rendition of how you'll know when you've met your person. Well, to that first thing I would say, if they haven't met their person, don't fucking listen to them. But one thing that I will say is that it's really hard to put words to. It's very difficult because it is completely unlike any relationship dynamic that you've ever been in before. It's not going to feel anything like you've ever dealt with before. It's not going to be anything like you've ever dealt with before. It's going to be completely different in every way. But that's hard to describe in words because the differences are mainly vibrational in nature. It's going to pierce your soul deeper than anything you ever thought you knew about human romance. As a matter of fact, human romance will, look like nothing but a silly fucking game in comparison to this. Because it is, basically. Okay. Let's, okay. Let's see. Let's just get the advice. What deck do I want to pull the advice with? Let's go back to the Halloween Tarot. Boom, 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 boom. The Strength card. So this is definitely going to be a little outside of your comfort zone. Hang in there. Don't let your thoughts get the best of you. Leave the past in the past. Okay? Leave the past in the past. You'll probably do that by default anyways, but cut any and all other love options out of the picture. Know and understand that from the minute you and your person actually come together, that is going to be the beginning of the end. That's the beginning of the end of everything you thought you knew about yourself. In order for you and this person to build a solid foundation, I got news for you. It doesn't work like your person shows up in your life and you just kick your feet back and you're happily ever after. It don't work like that. Your person shows up and you begin undergoing the most radical transformation that you've ever experienced in your life. It's going to require work. Oh, you still going to have to make changes. Oh, don't think that you ain't going to have to change nothing. Oh, no. People get so pissed off when, oh, they expect me to change and, they're trying to change me and they're trying to change me. And people get mad about, oh, this person's trying to change me and this and that. Blah, 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 blah. You're going to change no matter what. If you want a happy, healthy, successful relationship, you're going to have to make some changes. The difference is when you meet your actual fucking person, that's the person you'll change for. That's the person you'll change for. You'll be willing to change for that person, and they'll be willing to change for you. If you're dealing with somebody and you don't think it's worth changing for that person, that's not your person. If you're dealing with somebody that's not willing to change for you, that's not your person. So just know that going into it, that, there's going to be a lot of changes that happen. Going to be a lot of work that gets put in. And within the next year to 2 years, you won't recognize yourself. Both of you will be very, very, very different in the coming years. And that's the whole goal. The whole goal is for us to come together and grow together. Not kick our feet back and plateau together. We grow together. Okay? Other than that, man, a lot of y'all going to be with your person before the year's up. A lot of you. All right, well, I feel like those were the messages that my Pisces family needed to hear. So I am going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget to check the description of the video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Stay blessed.